Sometimes when we're filming, we lose sight of what's really important. We chase after perfect shots and the best equipment, forgetting that it's all about capturing emotions and moments that matter. Whether it's a fun day, a family outing, or a quiet moment with friends, it's about capturing something real that you want to remember. In 10 years' time, you might not care about your most perfect shot, but you'll smile when you think back to that spontaneous trip with friends. And remember how you felt. To capture those moments, you don't need the biggest camera, just one that won't get in your way and will allow you to live the moment. And here it is, the new Insta360 GO Ultra. And yes, I pled guilty. I'm a total gearhead. I always want to capture footage in the highest possible quality. That's why today we're trying to figure out whether the new GO Ultra is not only small, but also capable of producing great footage, or if we'll have to make compromises in image quality. And the best way to find out is by comparing it to the GO 3S, which has so far been the best small 4K camera. One thing should be clear though, the GO Ultra is not a GO 4. It's a completely new camera. While it shares a similar concept, it's aimed at a slightly different target group. So today we're also trying to understand which of these two cameras might be the right one for you. There are 10 important categories that matter in this comparison. And one of the most important ones is definitely the new body, because that's what makes the GO series so unique. And the body has been significantly changed compared to the GO 3S. The GO Ultra no longer has an elongated body. It's now square-shaped. And it's also a bit bigger, which was probably necessary to fit in a larger sensor and improve battery life. We'll get to image quality and recording time in a moment. It's worth mentioning that although the GO Ultra is wider, it's also slightly thinner. Still, I'd say the Ultra is roughly 1/3 bigger than the GO 3S. At 53 grams, it's also slightly heavier than the GO 3S, which weighs 39 grams. Here you can also see a comparison with the GoPro Hero 13, and you'll notice that the GO Ultra is still extremely small compared to a traditional action camera. The GoPro also weighs 157 grams, which makes it more than 3 times heavier than the GO Ultra. The new square form factor has another advantage that might seem minor at first glance. Unlike the GO 3S, the GO Ultra can simply be placed on a flat surface without a mount to start a recording. That can be surprisingly useful. The GO 3S of course can be placed on its side, but the lens is then directly on the ground. By the way, while the body is square, the sensor isn't. The GO Ultra has a horizontally aligned sensor. I think it's in a 4:3 format. The back of the camera is magnetic, just like on the GO 3S, so you can easily attach the camera to any metal surface. And see this? One of the most useful upgrades. You can now secure the small camera with a safety strap in case you've attached it magnetically and it might fall off. The body also has a kind of locking mechanism on the sides, which lets you firmly mount it for high-intensity activities. Just like the GO 3S, the Ultra has a button on the front that lets you operate it completely independently, even without the action pod. The operation of the two cameras is very similar. And check this out, an SD card slot. While the GO 3S only has internal storage, the Ultra supports SD cards. That means you're no longer tied to internal storage and don't have to worry about choosing the right storage size when buying. On the other hand, you will now of course need a sufficiently fast and large SD card. The combination with the Action Pod has always been one of the coolest features of the GO series for me. The Action Pod is not just a docking station and charger. You can place the camera into the Action Pod and use it like a traditional action cam with a back display. On the other hand, when the camera isn't in the action pod, you can use the pod as a remote control to change settings and start or stop recordings. For example, if the camera is mounted on a helmet, you can use the action pod to check the framing. It's really a perfect concept for an action camera. When inserted into the action pod, the GO Ultra is roughly the same size and weight as a GoPro. That means the action pod has also become a bit larger compared to the GO 3S. The advantage is that the display is now slightly larger as well. Of course, like with every Insta360 action camera, the display can be flipped up, making it great for vlogging even when in the action pod. I'd say the GO Ultra's display is the same size as the flip screen on the Ace Pro 2. Both cameras, the GO Ultra and the GO 3S, are waterproof up to 10 meters, but only without the action pod. Although the action pod is splash-proof, it should not be taken underwater without a dive case. Alright, I think it's time to take a closer look at some comparison footage, and you'll be surprised by the progress Insta360 has made. With a 1/1.28 inch sensor, The Go Ultra has a significantly larger sensor than the Go 3S, which only has a 1/2.3-inch sensor, and that's a huge difference. Just for comparison, the Go Ultra sensor is also noticeably larger than that of the GoPro Hero 13. A lot of people think sensor size only matters in low light, but that's not true. A larger sensor can provide better dynamic range, better color reproduction and better image quality even in good lighting. And yes, the sensor isn't everything when it comes to image quality. The Go Ultra also got a new, faster image processor and a new ambient light sensor specifically designed to prevent flickering issues. But those are just specs for us nerds. Sensor size, processors. What really matters is how the footage looks. And I think based on all the comparison shots so far, it's clear that Insta360 has made a big leap forward in image quality. Especially the colors of the Go Ultra look significantly better and more natural than those of the Go 3S. While the Go 3S footage has a very yellowish tint, the Go Ultra's colors appear noticeably more neutral and natural in comparison. And yes, the Go Ultra was provided to me by Insta360 for testing purposes, but this video contains no additional paid sponsorship. All of these shots were taken using the standard color profile, by the way. Both cameras also offer other profiles like Vivid for more saturation, or filters like the film filter shown here. But neither of the two cameras has a log profile for intense color grading, and I'm genuinely impressed by the image quality of the Go Ultra. The recordings look super detailed, have beautiful colors, and are in no way inferior to the recordings of other conventional action cameras. Here, for example, you can see a comparison with a recording from the GoPro Hero 13. By the way, a detailed comparison with the Hero 13, the Action 5 and the Ace Pro 2 will follow in a few days. I wouldn't say that the Go Ultra's footage shows significantly more detail than the Go 3S when zoomed in, and the 2x zoom on both cameras performs similarly. But the Go Ultra has another major strength when it comes to image quality. It offers a significantly better dynamic range. Especially in challenging lighting situations, highlights are preserved better. That's also thanks to the new HDR mode on the Go Ultra. It's integrated into the standard video mode, similar to the Ace Pro 2. And as you can see, the HDR footage looks very contrast-rich and not at all artificial. But if you prefer, you can of course turn off the HDR function. The field of view of the Go Ultra is very wide, but so was that of the Go 3S. That's why, as you can see here, the difference isn't huge. The field of view on the Go Ultra is only slightly wider. These two shots here were both taken with the standard field of view Mega. I also did a stabilization test. Personally, I think that both cameras stabilize the footage sufficiently well. But as you can see here, the Go Ultra performs slightly better in the stabilization test. This comparison was made using the default settings. Both cameras also offer stronger stabilization, but this results in a stronger crop. You can imagine that such small cameras come with limitations when it comes to frame rates. Both can shoot in 4K, but only the Go Ultra can shoot in 4K at up to 60 frames per second. So 4K 60 is one of the new features of the Go Ultra. The 60 frames per second footage looks sharp and great, but 60 FPS results in a slight crop. The field of view then looks similar to that of the Go 3S. Interestingly, the Go 3S cannot shoot at 60 frames per second at any resolution, only at 50 frames per second. To get 50 frames per second on the Go 3S, you need to reduce the resolution to 2.7K. And for proper slow motion footage, you need to reduce the resolution to 2.7K on both cameras. However, there is an important difference here. Only the Go Ultra can record in camera at 2.7K at 120 frames per second and deliver a finished video. A slow motion recording on the Go 3S with up to 100 frames per second needs to be stabilized in the app after recording before you can use it. The 2.7K 120 footage from the Go Ultra may have reduced image quality and a crop, but as you can see here, it's definitely usable. And what about low light performance? Many people associate a larger sensor primarily with better performance in low light. And indeed, the Go Ultra not only has a significantly larger sensor, but unlike the Go 3S, now also features a pure video mode specifically designed for shooting in low light. And as you can see here, better low light performance is one of the Go Ultra's greatest strengths in this comparison. As long as it's not too dark, the Go 3S can still keep up, even though you can already see here that the dynamic range and details are significantly better when shooting with the Ultra. The Go Ultra's footage is also better stabilized, as the Go 3S probably uses a slower shutter speed. And the darker it gets, the more noticeable the difference becomes. The Go Ultra's recordings are brighter, have better colors, more detail, and of course less image noise. It should also be noted that the Go 3S sensor is significantly smaller. If recording in low light is important to you, and that includes recording indoors, the improved low-light performance alone could justify an upgrade. Incidentally, both cameras, and therefore also the Go 3S, perform noticeably better in low light than the GoPro Hero 13. The Go Ultra does have a few other strengths that you definitely should know about. And one of them is battery life. The recording time of the Go Ultra is significantly longer than that of the Go 3S. In my test, the Go Ultra was able to shoot in 4K 30 without the action pod for 46 minutes, whereas the battery of the Go 3S ran out after 29 minutes. At a lower resolution, the Ultra can even shoot for up to 70 minutes without the action pod. In the action pod and at 4K 30, the Go Ultra could shoot for 2 hours and 20 minutes, while the Go 3S could shoot for 1 hour and 57 minutes. Battery life isn't the only advantage the Go Ultra has. The Ultra supports fast charging and charges 80% of the battery in just 12 minutes. And it's noticeable. The battery is charged immediately. And of course, with such a small body, the question of overheating also comes up, especially when filming in 4K. And I think overheating is one of the notable weaknesses of the Go 3S. However, it should be clear with every overheating test that none of these cameras will have any problems during cycling or other activities involving airflow. Depending on how you use the camera, such a test may or may not be relevant. I did a test here in the office at around 24 degrees Celsius, and under these conditions, the Go Ultra had no overheating issues at all. It recorded until the battery was empty, so for 46 minutes. That's not the case for the Go 3S. It shuts down after about 22 minutes. The Go 3S can also overheat in the action pod. This happens after about 1 hour in 4K 30 at 24 degrees Celsius and, of course, without any airflow. Even in the action pod, the Go Ultra has no problems under these conditions and continues recording until the battery is empty. Battery life and especially overheating are therefore important differences between these two cameras. And of course, the Go Ultra also comes with a few additional new features. Both Go cameras can be located using Apple Find My if you lose them, but only the Go Ultra can take ultra high resolution photos with 50 megapixels. It has a new portrait mode, full 360 horizon lock, and naturally it's also compatible with the new Mic Air. Insta360 will also offer custom skins for the Go Ultra, and newly recorded videos can be played back immediately on the action pod. You don't need to insert the camera into the action pod first. Like with the Go 3S, GPS data can be imported via Apple Watch, Garmin, or even through the app. The Go Ultra comes right out of the box with a set of accessories. The standard packaging includes the magnetic pendant. You wear it like a necklace under your shirt. It has a magnet so you can easily attach the camera to your shirt. By the way, that's how I recorded most of the vlog footage at the beginning of this video. Also included in the package is an easy clip which can be used to attach the device to a cap, for example. The Go 3S also comes with these two accessories, but additionally includes a pivot stand. For both cameras, there is also a GoPro mount adapter available. I definitely recommend getting one. That way you can use your Go camera with any GoPro mount whenever needed. And as mentioned, you will now also need a sufficiently large and fast SD card that is suitable for high resolution recordings in 4K 60. Alright, and here's another important question. How much does the Go Ultra cost? The Go Ultra is priced at $450 for the standard version. And if you use the link in the video description, you will exclusively receive a fast 256GB micro SD card, which is ideal for the Go Ultra. Though only for a limited time. The Go 3S is still available and costs $100 less in the version with 128GB of internal storage. You'll find links to both cameras in the video description. So which of these two cameras would I recommend to you? I'm a big fan of the Go series. I always have been, and I still think the Go 3S is a great camera, but I often didn't use it, simply because I could get better quality footage with my other action cameras. That's not necessarily the case anymore. So if you care about the best image quality and also want to record longer videos, then the Go Ultra is definitely worth the extra money. On the other hand, if you're looking for more of a fun camera, maybe something for the family, then the Go 3S is definitely still a great choice. So what do you think? Is the Go Ultra what you were hoping for? Let me know in the comments. I know many of you have been waiting a long time for a new Go camera. And how does the Go Ultra compare to the Ace Pro 2, the Hero 13 or the Action 5? A comparison of all four cameras is coming soon. So stay tuned, give me a like as feedback and see you next time.